truth.
Only misconception is what the media put out. They put out what they want. They don't put out the true facts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Which misconceptions would you like to clear?
Like the first DNA test, you know what I'm saying? The media put it out and then really get the true facts and then really find out the true facts.
And so have you ever thought about just being in the White House? What that would be like?
Nah, I haven't thought about it. I mean, like I say, he was out the White House before I started pushing my story. So like all those thoughts, probably as a kid I probably did, but now I ain't thinking about being in the White House.
Cause look, I'm watching. My girl got me watching Scandal.
Yeah.
I be watching. I be seeing him in the White House. I be like, man, I wonder what it'd be like growing up in the White House.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, I probably turned it up, but you know, I'm gonna keep that a secret. You know?
Or what was it? What's the movie with Sinbad and First Kid? Yeah, man. So yeah, that would.
I mean, what you think with black kids in the White House? You think about Will Smith and his friend at Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
What's his friend named Jazz? Will and Jazz?
Yeah.
Remember they was in Field House?
Yes,
sir. They can't turn it up.
So it brings up. So let's go. Let's just talk about a hypothetical situation.
Yeah.
You being the first black kid in the White House, living in the White House.
Man, I've probably been worse than Dennis the Menace, man. I ain't gonna tell him, man. You hear me? Because you gotta understand, like, in my life, what I done been through, I knew kids that had money. You know what I'm saying? They still took the pistol. So,
yeah,
it's a difference.
So I got another hypothetical question for you. All right. Let's say Bill reached out when you were younger, and he said, all right, cool, you can come, but your other siblings can't.
It ain't going. I wouldn't go. Because I come from struggling with them. Why would I lead them? We all got to go. And that's why I say the White House going to be like Field House. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gonna have a lot of black kids.
So for those that would say like that's not his responsibility, only you are, what would you say to that?
I stay with him.
Gotcha. Are there any, like, as far as, are there any misconceptions out here as far as when in your story and your push to get your story heard and get your truth?
Only misconception is what the media put out. They put out what they want. They don't put out the true facts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Which misconceptions would you like to clear?
Like the first DNA test, you know what I'm saying? The media put it out and then really get the true facts and then really find out the true facts. You know, then really go back and redo it. You know, let's do it again. If it says, oh, it's short on this chromosome, okay, well let's get his blood, let's go do it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what happened with that first DNA test?
They put out false information. They said it wasn't. They said it proved it wasn't my father, which it didn't prove he wasn't or was.
Gotcha. So you received the DNA test. And then,
I ain't received nothing. At that time, I was probably 8. I was younger.
Yeah.
So my auntie then was working with these people, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't receive nothing. But, you know, today I didn't research my life, you know what I'm saying, as far as what they put out. And I know they put out false information.
And how do you know that?
Because they tell you they didn't even go through it all the way. They say that it was short on this chromosome and they using her sperm on a dress that's probably 3-4 years old, and then they didn't do it right, man.
Okay, got it. And so when you're saying her sperm, who are you?
Well, they supposed to use Monica Lewinsky dress or what? Well, not her sperm, his sperm, whatever.
Yeah.
However it goes, but anyway, man, they didn't do their job, man.
Okay, gotcha. So they tried to do a supposed DNA test
off of
where
Monica
they
Lewinsky
used Monica Lewinsky
dress,
semen off of her dress.
Right.
Okay,
and
got you.
cleanse semen off of her dress and try to compare that to my DNA.
Got you. So when the media kind of portrays the story this way, how does that make you feel, bro?
I mean, hurt because they put out what they want. They don't dig deeper than what they should. You know what I'm saying? They don't do their job. They just put out what looks good for them.
Yo, and they playing with people's real lives out here.
Yeah. So it is what it is. But like I said, everything's in my book. Get my book, man. I talk about my life. I talk about my people. I talk about where I come from. The Forgotten Son, it's on Amazon. It's on IG, Facebook, Twitter. I got them linked, pinned to my page. All you gotta do is go on there, click on it, take you straight to the book on Amazon. You can buy it. The Forgotten Son, The World Made Me Do It.
Gotcha. Make sure y'all go grab that book, man. So now I know this is another public story that's been out there. This infamous trip to the governor's mansion. Back in, what was it, like 92, 93 or something like that? Or
no, he was governor, so it was like in 90.
90.
Yeah, so he made president in 93. I mean, my aunt just took me up there, was trying to, you know, basically telling, oh, this your son, but they rent us off, this, whatever they, security or the police, whatever they was, they rent us off. Told us we ain't supposed to be on the premises. Rent us off.
And Hillary was involved in that. Was she?
Well, that mean they was all she was with them then at the time they was together, you know what I'm saying, at the governor mansion. So I don't know if she was there involved in running me off or what.
Okay, gotcha. And I'm sorry, excuse me. So in that situation, when you went there and you did that, is anything else happened since then? Like, have you? Let me rephrase that. Did you ever make a trip did you ever think about taking a trip to the White House? Or
I went to the Million Man March, but by this time Bill wasn't president. You know, I went to the Million Man March during Obama. And like I said, I was just trying to connect with different people to keep pushing my story out, to see who can I, you know, find and give me more help. But anyway, I went to the Million Man March, and that was the only time I ever been to the White House.
Gotcha. Because I know you reached out to Obama before as well.
Yeah.
I think he acknowledged it or responded to it.
Well, he didn't respond. So basically, I was just, you know, reaching out to him, asking him, you know, for help on me getting a paternity test and getting lawyers, and, you know, just reaching out for help.
Gotcha. So, how do you feel about Bill Clinton, outside of your father, just Bill Clinton as a public figure and a president?
I mean, I think he was a great dude. I think, you know, he did his job as being him, because everybody loved him. So, but, you know, at the end of the day, I got a life too, you know. I ain't choose this life. So I gotta know who my background come from.
Gotcha. Yeah. So about how old were you with the Bill Clinton Monica Lewinsky scandal? How old were you?
I don't know the correct year of that, but it had to been anywhere between 90 something. I was probably, like I say, in 93 I was 8. So 95 I was 10. 96 I was 11. 97 I was 12. So
yeah.
I think he only stayed president for 4 terms, I think, to like 98.
When you were hearing this scandal kind of going on, what you was like? Was you like, come on, Pops, I'm supposed to keep him more player than that?
No, I don't think I was too much paying attention. Because
Gotcha.
like I say, I was youngster. And I think it was like more going on in my life than me sitting around watching TV and paying attention to what he had going, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I wasn't too stable. My aunts raised me, you know what I'm saying? Both of my aunts and my granny, so you can imagine me, you know what I'm saying, swiveled around the family.
Yeah. And so let's and I've asked you this, but I want to kind of ask you in a different way so it can be very clear. What do you want people to understand about your story today?
I just feel like, you know, it's a responsibility of me to tell my story because there's other people go through stuff. No matter if it's their daddy, the president, whoever their daddy may be, but people go through stuff. And I just want to motivate them and keep pushing and, you know, tell them that no matter what you're going through, you can come out of it. You know what I'm saying? You just got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that this helped them overcome their obstacles. You know what I'm saying?